Hi, this is Patrick with Emerald City Traders, and I wanted to do a quick market recap and then get into some other material. Today is Thursday, July 16th, and so we're looking at a chart. This is the S&P 500, and what I wanted to go over with you guys is looking at the daily chart here. There really hasn't been a change. We made a move up. We made a move up here, and now we're trading sideways. There really hasn't been a change from yesterday. We are a little bit lower on the chart. I'm not too happy with today's close. We had a lot of trades in the last couple days, and so I kind of wanted to see what the market's going to do here. One of two things is going to happen. It's either going to fall below this price level. I have it 318.80, 318.89 is the price level, 318.90, somewhere in that range. Maybe today's low. It's going to start falling down below that, and if it does, there's a lot of areas that we could catch this for a swing trade. The other alternative is the market could rally. We could begin seeing higher prices on the chart. And what I'm looking for is a break of this 324.61 price area. Depending on what time of day it is, I would like to see a break of this, possibly take a trade on the back test and or the resumption. Keep in mind we do have this price channel here, supply and demand, demand on the bottom, supply on the top. So that's where I see the S&P 500, and then of course that'll affect other charts as well, or other charts will actually affect the S&P 500. Um, and so let's look at the futures chart. Same kind of patterns here. I could go intraday to see what's going on. The futures are up. It looks like 0.3%. Again, we made a move up. Well, we made a move up back here. We've consolidated, and then we made a little bit of a move higher, but there still is that resistance up here at so that's at 3219 around that price area. So we'll see what happens with the futures. It's almost identical to the SPY. The only thing is there's different times. This pretty much trades 24 hours a day, in exception of afternoon closes. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what New York does with this. It is Friday. There may be options expiring tomorrow. I have to look at the calendar, but there might be options expiring tomorrow. But also, um, or that's on Friday. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's tomorrow. So the other thing to consider is low volume on Fridays. Just keep that in mind when you're trading. And we'll really see what New York does with the chart. And so now I want to get into some fun stuff. I've had a lot of people today specifically hit me up and ask me different questions, and it really brings me back in the mindset of learning. And I keep saying I continue to learn. This isn't trading isn't well, for one, it's not easy. For two, it's we're always learning. So for the traders that have lost money in this market, all I can say is continue practicing and you'll one day get it. There's money to be made in the markets, so don't be discouraged. You will get that money back. But also, I want to get into something really quick, and this might be kind of corny here, but let me get into this just because my mind was kind of going with all these things people talked to me about today. And because people talked to me about them today, I put them all on a list, and I'm gonna go over briefly each one of them. And the first thing is having a trading plan. For me, what that looks like is I have a broad trading plan, for my long term, my short term, my swing trades, my day trades, my investment strategy. I have a long term trading plan, and that might look different than my day trading plan. But as far as money management goes, to me, it's all the same. I also have a trading plan aside from the general one. I have one for each trade, and that includes a entry, a stop loss, the price that I know that I'm wrong, and then so we'll go down into stop loss. I always set a stop loss, whether that's psychologically or a psychological stop loss or um, um, or I'll go into there to the chart and I'll actually put it in manually. Um, I rarely average down. There are times that I will average down. That's when I'm accumulating a longer term position. I don't I don't average down throughout the day, especially if I'm day trading. Like I don't add to my position. If I'm wrong in the trade, adding to the position of a losing trade is more times than not going to cause me to lose more money, so I don't do it. Um, as far as goals, I've this was brought up today, and I've talked to a few people about this. Somebody told me a long time ago, and I don't remember who it was. As far as trading goes, if our goals are aligned with values that we have in life, and let's pull that over to trading. What are my goals in trading? Are my goals just to simply make money? Or are my goals something like, you know what, I'm gonna make it a goal today to, I wanna study the charts for 1 hour each day after work. I'm gonna study the charts for 2 hours on the weekend. And so, once I made goals monetary, what that did is it psychologically affected the way that I traded. So I stopped doing it. I feel like it cost me money. So that person who told me this, I believe was correct in that philosophy. And so that's what I'm passing on to you guys. Um, we talk about this a lot. Should I take a trading course or should I go ahead and play the charts and see what I can do to make money. After all, I'm teaching myself. A lot of brokers offer paper trading accounts. I suggest practicing on those when you first start, and that way it allows for you to learn the system and learn how to input orders and exit orders and do different types of orders. Also, you'll learn how to do the graphs and the charts if you're a technical analysis trader, or if you're a fundamental trader, then maybe take some time to learn how to look up different things on companies, whether that's Fintel.io or different types of software that you can look up the fundamentals. Psychology is a huge, huge, huge part of trading. Um, i- you know, Even today, I still struggle with this. Every day, I struggle with the market psychology. There is a lot of psychology in this kind of behavior, and it's not always the same. It whips around up and down. It just kind of whips around all the time. Sometimes you get a really bearish close underneath all the moving averages, and you'll think that it'll be gap down. You're convinced it'll be a gap down the next day, so you load into puts, and then the next day comes around, and then we're back above the trend line. I'm gonna just pull up another thing for you guys because I think it's worth taking a look at. This is good old robintrack.net. If you want to look at stocks they have a leaderboard on here with the top stocks. They have popular changes. If you want to check out this website, this is a great place to go and do a little bit of research, and you have to ask yourself the question that comes to mind is this. As far as Netflix goes, let's just use that as the example. Now, don't get me wrong, Netflix could have had a good earnings report, but let's just use this as the example. For now, I'll let you guys do the research on this. Netflix, number one, plus 19,389 accounts, right? Added Netflix. That is an insane number. I don't even know if we need to go to the Netflix chart to see earnings and see what happened in earnings. Last I looked, it was down pretty big. It might be back up a little bit. This is a good example of Robinhood, and I don't mean just Robinhood. This is an indicator of retail investors. There are a lot of people sitting at home from COVID-19 who are depositing their stimulus checks, depositing any money that they can into their accounts, and they're buying calls. And you know, why not? Stocks only go up, right? This, what has been happening in the last couple weeks, to me, this part of trading is normal. What's not normal, I'm going to do this here really quick. What's not normal to me, um, you know, this isn't necessarily normal. Of course, there was a lot of fear. This also isn't totally normal. You can see how big the candles are. But as a, you know, to further this a little bit more, this price action right here, stocks only go up, is not normal. The way the market works is it goes up, it goes down, it trades sideways, it goes up, it goes down, it trades sideways. Over long term, it might look like this, but as you zoom in more and more, you'll start to see these whipsaw patterns. That's normal. What has thrown a lot of traders off is this price action right here. And so a lot of new traders are having a hard time trading this, right? The buy and hold strategy isn't working anymore. Now, mind you, there's a lot more volatility in here. Candles a little bit bigger in this one. So that's something to keep in mind when you're trading as far as market psychology goes. If I go to Netflix, I mean, look at this chart. Look how many people have purchased Netflix. Okay, I could do the same thing with Tesla. A lot of people holding this. Check out that website. Give it a shot. They have a leaderboard and everything. It's pretty cool. So getting back to our point here, trade alerts, callouts. I say this a lot. I do trade alerts and callouts, but only for a way for a new trader to see what I see or see my viewpoint of the stock. Now I could be completely wrong in what's going on with the stock. I can absolutely be wrong. In fact, I'm wrong a lot, but I always use the stop loss. I post the stop loss, and it's about risk versus reward. And so trade alerts and callouts are great, but for new traders, are they counterintuitive to what we're trying to do here? Our goal here, my goal here, is to help as many traders as possible. That's the slogan, or should be the slogan. My goal is to help people learn how to trade without losing money to, let's face it, a lot of people out there scamming new traders out of money when everything you need to know is on YouTube. Okay, set yourself up for success. That's all of the stuff we're talking about. Set yourself up for success in every trade that you take. It's okay. You know what? When we go into the chart here, it's okay to sit out this day. If we actually zoom into a intraday chart, this price action, when the market falls, rallies a little bit, comes back down, rallies a little bit, comes back down. By this point in the day, you should already know what's going on today. This is a no trade day, right? This is how we lose money. Days like today are how we lose money because everybody was expecting the market to go up, and then some people were expecting it to go down. Okay, news and events. We just looked at Netflix. I didn't even look at the chart. We don't need to pull it up. News and events. I don't know if you've heard this before, and I might really upset people, and I don't mean any offense to anyone, but to me, trading through news and events and earnings is gambling because you don't know what direction the market is going to go. There are times that I trade these events and the earnings, and that's usually when I'm up so much on a trade that I'm willing to risk half the position on going through the earnings or the event. Other than that, I'm not going to buy an option 2 days before a earnings date. You're going to pay a lot of money for the contract. The premium's going to be really expensive no matter what direction you're going. It's not worth it. How many times ask yourself this, how many times have you made money consistently on trading through news and events? Okay, we'll move on. Overcoming I must trade. We talked about that today. Today's a day that we didn't have to trade. I made a couple trades today, but they're really light. I made a trade in TLT and I believe UUP, which is a very slow moving US dollar trade. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I closed out trades from yesterday. Um, Pick a day of the week. One piece of advice I can give you is pick one day of the week, or even the whole week itself, and do nothing but watch the market. That'll help you tremendously. Routine, we'll put the routine in with all that. All of this is routine. I'm not gonna, we're all adults here. We're all adults here. You could just, you know what you need to do with as far as your personal routine goes. Study. How many hours a day do you think I'm studying still to this day or helping other traders? In fact, let's take that a step further. not only study, find somebody who knows less than you about the market and help them. Find somebody who knows more about the market and help them. Help me. By teaching people how to do it, you're more likely to be more successful. Take breaks. That's part of your personal routine, whatever it is that you do for that. Yoga, you know, go for a walk, take lunch break, whatever. We're all adults. Purpose. This is the good part about this. I'm getting into the possibly the corny stuff that people probably will turn this video off. Purpose. If you don't have a purpose when you're trading or when you're trying to learn how to trade or when you're assigning this task of I need to do this for what? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? And if this is your answer, and again, a lot of people might turn this off, this shouldn't be the answer. You know, I get it. We need money because we have bills and we have things we need to pay for. Believe me. Um, I know what that's all about. I know what it feels like to need money. But let's move into the next thing. Family and loved ones. People that care about you. People that you care about. This might have anything to do with trading. I might be completely have lost my mind and I'm going off on a tangent. Family and loved ones to me um, is along the lines of purpose. What am I doing this for? In fact, I could take it a step further, and between you and me, I started becoming a better trader when I cared more about the people that I was helping, when I cared more about the people that I was teaching, is when I became a more successful trader. And guess what I started getting more of? It just comes. Now I'm not saying it comes every day. There are times that I'm down a lot. I'm not saying it's a lot of money that's coming in. It's more than um, the consistency. It comes. I take the time out of my day to help people, right? I have purpose. I have drive in life. I have this purpose, family and loved ones. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Something somebody showed me one time that might have been a meme. I'm gonna leave you guys with this, and your account should look like the happy face curve. I'm not saying it should. I mean, that'd be great if everyone's account is just rocketing like a rocket ship, like Tesla. If everybody's account looks like Tesla, that'd be amazing. But the truth is, most traders, I don't know the figure, 95, 90%, 95% have lost money. A lot of them give up. A lot of them give up really fast. Some people stick around. It's the people that stick around, and it's the people that decide that they want to learn. And the last thing is, it's people that decide that they want to help give back to other people. Give it away. Why are you charging for it? Right? I promise you, you will be more successful, and eventually this will come. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I hope I didn't bore you with this video. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Feel free to instant message me or direct message me. Feel free to check out. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to put in the comments. I'm going to put 2 Discord groups that I'm a part of. Well, first of all, Emerald City Traders Facebook page. The other thing is we have affiliates, which is, well, we're a part of these 2 groups. If you want to get the stream alerts / learning alerts, go to Ride the Bull. The other one is Day Trading Done Easy. I'm going to put both of those links in the comment section. All right, have a good night, guys.